All right, so I'm back with another video, and it's gonna be about how me and artists met or whatever. Whoop, whoop. So
yeah.
You want to start?
What do you want to start off at? You want to start off at 2021 or
2021. Let's start
2015, 16?
Let's start there. Let's start 2016. Was you my sneaky link?
Nah, never been a sneaky link. Never been a sneaky link. I always started off as a colleague more than anything. I was always your friend, believe it or not. I've been your friend since the beginning of time. I think you were a freshman. I think I was either a sophomore or junior at the time. Saw you in the DFAC, and I was like, hey, how you doing? My name is Artist. What's your name? You know, what you going to school for? What you majoring in? What you want to do with your life? Things of that nature. Pretty much been me from the entire time. I don't know any way else I am. If anybody knows otherwise, please tell me if I'm wrong. But I've always known you as a person that's just been on her grind, doing what she need to do. And I appreciate everything you done. But it got us here. But a different story got us here. It's not, yeah.
So, yeah. Artist was never my sneaky link, y'all. He always been my friend, actually. A good friend at that.
Appreciate it.
Or whatever. So that was what, 2016. We stayed friends 2017, 18, 19.
Well, 18, 19.
18,
18, 19, 20. I was somewhere else, you know. I was being respectful in my relationship that I was in.
So where we at? 2021? You was in your relationship, right? Being respectful.
Well, 2020 I was in a relationship. 21 I wasn't in a relationship.
Okay.
At all.
But how we got here or whatever. Since it's Domestic Violence Awareness Month, we'll start there. Artist has always been my friend, like I said, but I was not open with all of my friends about what I was going through. So I was in a domestic violence situation and about 3 years, and nobody never knew. It was mental, physical, emotional, all those type of abuses. And I was never going to tell anybody. The bruises and things like that, I lied about it. And yeah, I was never going to say anything. But my good friend Artist, he came home or whatever, whoop the whoop, and he actually witnessed some of the things I was going through, and it was terrible. And what you have to say? Honestly, I was just never going to tell nobody, and with Artist witness it, and he was just like, I'm gonna have to tell somebody. Like, I'm not gonna be with you all the time, so somebody gotta know.
Oh, I was pissed.
And
you didn't tell them the whole story.
Yeah.
I was pissed. Very, very pissed. You mind if I tell the story?
Yeah.
Let's tell the story in my version.
Yeah, you can.
Got him! Got him! Personally, probably the wrong spot at the wrong time, but I went over to Brianna's house probably in the wee late out of the hours. Intoxicated, but very respectful. Shout out to the bros, as you can see, Rudolph. But just got done being at the frat house, went over to Brianna's house. I called her, even texted her before I was heading that way. I was like, hey, can I just come and lay down for a few hours? I can go home. I stay like 25 minutes away from Hattiesburg. So I was like, look, I'm just coming to lay down, nothing more, nothing less, nothing crazy. I was like, all right. She said, cool. I made it over there at the time. Yeah, I'm not going to speak on the person, but at the same time, too, I did witness Brianna go through things that she was going through. Very, very upset with myself, with her, being in the entire situation. Obviously, putting my career on the line, things of that nature. I did not want to be in a situation like that. I don't come home. Being where I was, I'm coming from Maryland. I've been in the Air Force for about 4 or 5 years now. Just didn't want to be in that situation. Just didn't want to be there and have anything occur to anybody. Nobody be put in danger. But did witness Brianna go through what she went through. Thank God nobody got hurt in the situation more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
Talked to Brianna earlier in that night, or a little bit after the altercation.
Yeah.
She informed me about all the things that she's experienced. And as a man, you know, once you hear some of those things, that really gets under your skin, especially knowing Brianna from the time that I've known her. And that's been about 6 or 7 years down the line of just being friends, checking up on each other occasionally, seeing how she's doing, telling her that I'm proud of her, all the things she's accomplished. I remember when she came out for being a Zeta, I was probably not one of the first person to tell her congratulations, but I definitely told her congratulations. I remember her calling me, telling me about the things that she was trying to do, stress that she was under. And primarily my job has been being just a supportive person in general. If anybody knows like the intimate conversations that I have with people, I'm very supportive of all the things that they do. But I'm very, very straightforward. And a lot of people don't know that about me. A lot of people don't know that I'm probably one of the nicest people that you'll ever meet. For real. Very professional. I don't talk like most people talk.
Yeah.
Like I don't talk like gang, none of that bullshit. But I mean, that's me. That's what makes me unique. That's what makes artists out of all people. So I'm glad to be that way. But like I was saying at first, I was very, very pissed off. You know, the first thing that I thought about, go ahead.
I was just about to say, like, it's crazy how so many people had knew about some of the things, like, they knew. And it's crazy how all the things were so bad, but the only thing I was thinking about was Artist, my friend. And I know that he would never disrespect me or anything like that. And I was more so embarrassed of him seeing me go through that than the actual domestic violence situation, period. But yeah.
That's crazy. That's really crazy.
I know. But yeah, you go ahead. What you were saying, you pissed off.
Yeah, I was very, very pissed because one, you know, first thing I'm thinking about after all the information that you're telling me is like, why in the fuck did you not tell nobody? Why was there like no actions for this? Where did everything go? Like, just imagine if my mother was in that situation or my sister. I don't have any sisters, but even if my brother was in that situation, I'm not gonna let that slide in any kind of way. As a man, I think all men in general, you know, if your mother, your sister, cousin, or somebody that you're close to is in that situation, I feel like that's a right to do so, a right to defend that person. And at the same time, too, I felt like I failed you as well. I failed as a man in that moment. And I can't take that moment back, but, you know,
We're here.
I did what I had to do. I think I did what I had to do. I wish it would have been done differently, but at the same time, too, my emotions got the best of me. But if that event didn't happen, I don't think we'll be here, just to be honest with you. Yeah.
And yeah, I was trying to find so many ways to escape, but not knowing that I truly, really needed help from someone else. So I took things into legal matters to get things situated. Went to court, got the order deed or whatever. And I promise, when I walked out of that courtroom, I literally cried because, and then I'm a teacher, so me not wanting to miss work because I love teaching so much, orders can
Definitely a test for that.
But I love teaching so much, but I had to miss school to go to court to get everything situated with getting an order, protection order, whatever. But when I walked out of that courtroom, y'all, I literally was crying the whole way back to school because I'm looking like, God, you really looked out for me. Like, that was tough. That was very tough. And now I'm here. And telling how we got here. So that was that, and after that, I told artists like a week later or two. I told artists that I was like, I'm gonna be your wife someday or whatever, and artist was just like, Yeah, you waited until you got home to text me because I'm pretty sure you were thinking about it all the way home. But he texted me. He was like, "Wife?" ? And I was like, "Yeah, wife, kids, all that whoop the whoop." And what you say about, because honestly, it was never like we were friends to the point where we never really thought about like being in a relationship and doing all that. That's probably why he was like, huh? What?
Yeah, I was very shocked, confused for a minute. But it dawned on me though, for real. It dawned on me like we already friends, you know. We've been great friends. We have a solid foundation, and I'm like, why not? Why not see where it goes? And we had a mishap in between that too. Could be not here again at the same time too. You definitely took that leap of faith with me.
Yeah.
I don't take that for granted. I hope that you see that I don't take it for granted. But you did it.
I'm trying to get back to the point where after I said, wife or the whoop the whoop, what did you have to say about it, and how did we get here?
Being the person that I am, I would like to take my time doing things. I don't think you should rush into things in any fashion. If anybody knows me, I'm definitely not the one that's going to rush into any relationship. I like to take my time. I'm very private about who I am, proud about some of the things that I do. Unlike Brianna here, she's very out in the open. But like myself, I like to take time. But to answer that question, or answer the question for you guys, I'd let Brianna know that we're going to take our time before anything is official. Any movements, things of that nature, I don't want people to take it the wrong way. Nor did I want Brianna to look at me as the hero of this situation. Because, one, I probably wouldn't do that every time, just to be honest. I wouldn't do that in every situation, nor would I want to be put in that situation at any time, because it's a very dangerous situation. It's a moment between life and death, just depending on a few seconds. And secondly, you know, I didn't want to make a false judgment for myself as well, but I definitely took my time. I definitely weighed my options and things of that nature to make sure that we both were making the right decision before we move forward into a relationship. The potential that you show is definitely something that I look forward to seeing as we both grow into this relationship. But I think our friendship lays that foundation for everything that we have. And that's saying, you know, friends and lovers, you know, that's where we are. Friends developing into lovers. skipped a lot of stages, but we here and we're doing everything in a non-traditional way as far as relationship goes. But it's working out so far. Lord willing, it works out for the better for the both of us. Hopefully together. But we have to see how it goes. We have to see what this life is about, and we're hoping that you stay tuned throughout this process.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta tell y'all one more. I gotta tell y'all one more thing though. Me and Ortis had this little argument about am I his girlfriend or not, because I don't remember him asking me to be his girlfriend.
I don't remember.
But he gonna say that I said, "Oh, you're my boyfriend."
I think she marked the territory. She claimed the territory, and that's pretty much what it was. Brianna is like one of those people. She tells you what she's gonna do, and you just follow suit. It's no like you have a choice in what you want to do. You just do it. And I'm like, okay, whatever. But in the back of my mind, I always knew that I was a huge admirer of Brianna. In these past 3 or 4 years, ever since I met her, she was very impressive. One of the things that I like about Brianna the most is her ambition and her drive. What drives her is like her family, especially doing things that she's very passionate about, such as teaching. Family is probably the biggest one for sure. She's very, very, very vocal about her family. She's always crying behind the scenes about her family. But you'll never know if you didn't like have intimate conversations with her. But she's a very, very intimate person, very, very passionate. Unlike myself, I'm not for the lovey-dovey stuff. I'm kind of straightforward with who I am. I tell you how I feel, and I leave it at that. But I think I need her more as much as she needs me. I definitely need her. She brings me out. Obviously, she has me on the camera having a conversation with you guys about who I am. And I think it's a good opportunity to show a lot of people what I'm about and who I am, but also what Brianna's about.
Yeah.
And what we're going to be about.
It's a good opportunity to show, like, it's light on the other side, even coming from, like, a bad situation like that, because I definitely thought that I was not going to make it out, honestly. But there's light on the other side, and only thing you got to do is actually let go and let God, and honestly, that's what happened, and I'm here. That's it, boyfriend.
That's it.
All right, see y'all on the next video.